Let's make a potholder with the potholder loom. This is an 18 peg loom and we're going to make the half and half stripes potholder. It is a tabby weave with alternating colors. To me, it kind of looks like maybe a flag. You could do some fun stuff, quarter turning a bunch of these together or just all by itself. It is reversible and we do have a chart available, link to that chart put together by Piglet's Portfolio Priceless Potholder Patterns. It's available for free and we're using it licensed under Creative Commons, and be sure and check that out. But we will have a written pattern, and in the video description below is a link to that pattern all written out, just what I'm going to show you today. Let's grab our supplies and we'll begin. We're going to need 19 of color A and 16 of color B. I've got, 17 of color B. We've got 19 blue and 17 red. Grab your stuff. Let's begin. Welcome to Good Knit Kisses. We're all about helping you stitch your love and love your stitches. We will have a right and a left-handed tutorial for you, so click down in that video description to get the link to either one of those, as well as a pattern for this. If you want a written set of instructions on PDF, you can find that at our blog link. We'll have a downloadable area for you for a discount on our website, or you can go to our Ravelry and Etsy stores. All right, let's begin on the warp. For the warp, this is the vertical up and down part. We're going to place the loops vertically from top to bottom or bottom to top, pegs 1 through 18 as follows. We're going to alternate colors A and B. So on the odd pegs are A, so 1 through 5 and so on, and then fill up the rest with color B. So you can place them every other one or place all of the blue or the A on odd pegs first. All right, go ahead and fill that up. Pause your video and we'll begin with the weave. See you in a moment. For the weave, we're going to start with A and weave over, under, repeating to the end of the row, and then we're going to alternate with B on that second row, going under, over, repeating to the end of the row. So let's do both of those now, and then you're going to repeat that 3 more times. All right, so we're going to go over, then under, all the way across, basically going under all of the color B. And place it, and grab color B, and weave under color A and over color B, and repeat all the way across. And place it. Okay, whoop, let's make sure that not have that twisted. And now you're going to repeat those 2 rows 3 more times, so it's going to have 4 repeats of these 2 rows total. All right, go ahead, pause your video and meet me back up when you're done with that part. For row 9, we're going to begin again with A and actually do the same thing we did before, and then after that we're going to work again with A and do the opposite, what we were actually doing with the color B. So let's go ahead and do A first on row 9, and we're going to go under all of those red again. So we're going over, under, across, ending with an under, and grab A again. And row 10 begins with taking A and weaving under 1, over 1. So we're going under the same color you're using. So under the blues or under color A. So under 1, over 1, repeating across to the end. So this is row 10. And then row 11, we're going to use color B, and we're going to weave over 1, under 1. So we're going under the color that we're using. And we're going to repeat rows 10 and 11 3 more times. So go ahead and finish out this row, repeat it 3 more times, doing as you did above, where you'll have a total of 4 repeats of these 2 rows. All right, pause your video and I'll meet you back up when you get there. See you in a moment. All right, you're nearly done. And with A, you're going to do what you've been doing. You're just going to weave under over until the end of the row. And again, if you haven't seen me do this before, I just go ahead and pick up one of these stitches with my hook, lay that down, and then put the stitch over it to lock that in. And then I'll do that with, sorry, I don't know if you could see that or not, but we'll do it again. Pick up a couple of stitches that I'm going to be putting it under, put this loop up and over and pull it to the end of the row, and then lay these back down. So that's how I get through that last part that's really tight. We just pick up, you know, 2 to 3 stitches that you're going to go under, place it, and place them back. So go ahead and finish that. Pause your video. When we get back, I will show you how to bind this off. We'll see you in a moment. All right, you've got this beautiful little flag looking design, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and start binding off. The way that I like to do it is I just go all the way to this end over here, and we're going to be working across this row and working our way around this way. I like to go to 1 stitch over from that corner. It's just a way I remember. You can do, whoops, you can do it however works for you. Go ahead and pick that stitch up, and then pick up the next stitch on the corner on this row here and pull through. So you have 1 loop on your hook, grab the next one and pull through, and the next one and pull through, and just keep going all the way around the loom until you have 1 stitch left. Pause your video and I'll meet you there. All right, we're at the end. We have 2 stitches left. Just going to pull those through and put my loom aside. And we're going to pull through this last loop here. And we had started with 1 stitch before, so I'm going to pick up the next blue stitch because that's where I actually began. So go ahead and insert in that one there. Whoops, I just pulled off. Hang on. There we go. Insert through those and pull it through like that. And now we have our loop. Before you pull it off, go ahead and stretch out those corners away from each other. Give it a little good hand block. Okay. And then put my loop back in, or my hook back in. I like to flip it over to the back, pull on the loop a little bit, and take it off. We're going to go through the back of some of these stitches and pull through that loop. So we're going to pull that all the way through and go up and under a few other stitches to hide the loop, wherever it works for you. There we go. And we've got it. So there is our pot holder. I hope you've enjoyed making the half and half stripes. Please let me know down below which one is your favorite, and have you tried the other ones in our series? There are a ton of them down in the links below. Go click on them and see which one is your favorite. We'll see you soon, and good knit kisses. Happy knitting, weaving, and crochet. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.